Hi, hello, welcome to Ankara Tarot. Once again, this is your host Pratiksha, and we are going to see what love message is being shared with you in today's reading. You have been holding up your emotions too much. You're not confessing, you're not coming out, you're not presenting yourself or how you feel. So, in a relationship, sometimes letting your partner know that how you feel is very important. What happens later on is something we can always decide, like that's a later thing, but it's very important that initially you express yourself. You see how other person reacts, but your partner currently wants you to speak up. Where do you stand, where this relationship is heading, and what are you really looking for? You're definitely looking for love, you're definitely looking for attention, but not everyone can understand it through silent treatment or some hints. Sometimes people need a clear communication. If you're honest about your feelings, if you let them know that, hey, I feel insulted, I feel hurt, or I feel disrespected, or I feel lonely because you're not giving me time, or there can be any reason which you associate with your feeling. But if you don't express it, if you don't communicate it, your partner won't understand. And you will keep suffering yourself in alone, thinking like my partner doesn't know me. But the truth is that your partner is open for communication. They are ready to talk to you, they are ready to acknowledge the emotions which you're holding on. Even sometimes there is a longing in partnership, that you know that you're dating each other or you're married, and you are always there, but there's nothing special which is happening, right? And your partner is currently longing for your presence, the presence which has um, dynamic attraction. It has this craze. It has like, okay, we are just two of us and we are going to spend time with ourselves. Okay, your partner needs to know that they want to be your strength and not weakness. They are helping you out because they feel that if they could take away your labor or your stress or anything which can help you to progress, they are ready to do it for you. So the frictions, the arguments which are coming right now are not coming because they don't see you enough or they don't see you as equal, but their love language is to help you out. They want to create easy space for you. They want to make sure that you're not being hammered with some stress. So for them, it's like, let me help you, let me take care of you. Because when I take care of you, I create space for love. And that's how they love you. And if you tell them that, hey, I really appreciate the efforts you're putting while helping me, reducing my stress, but you know what? I would really like you to sit with me and just let me be. But even for that to happen, you need to communicate how you feel. Because your partner is definitely not treating you like a child or somebody who needs to be trained. They are coming from a space where they want to care for you, and they are also expecting the similar kind of care from your side. They will really appreciate if you could lessen their burdens a little bit. They will be very happy to know that you're getting more confident day by day, but they will also be very happy that if you could take something off their plate and reduce the weight, the burden which they have been carrying. Same goes to you. It's always good to ask for things, because I think that some of you are here really a giver. You want to give love, you want to spread love, but when it comes to receiving love, you feel small. You feel that you don't deserve that kind of love, or you feel that asking for love, asking for care will be such burden towards my partner. I shouldn't be doing that. And that's not true. Your partner is ready to help you out. And unless you ask for that help, they will not come out and be that support system for you. Sometimes when you decide to be doer of everything, like I want to do everything, I can do this, I can do that, your partner automatically assumes the role that, okay, if this person is ready to do so many things, maybe I should just stay back. and then eventually it becomes a pattern that okay, they can handle themselves. Okay, because of course, let me interrupt a reading in between, but this reading is applicable to every gender, every partnership which exists. So that's why I'm using they. It's not about just husband and wife, it's about like anybody can relate to this reading who are into relationship, a proper relationship, or something which is situationship. Okay, yeah. So I was just saying that when it becomes pattern for one person, let's take an example. So if husband is taking care of everything and everything, it becomes a pattern that okay, he's taking care of everything. He is not going in and telling his partner that hey, you know what, I'll really appreciate if today you could take care of this thing, right? So this is what this is what is expected from you, that if you want me to help you out, do let me know that your help is required, your help is appreciated here. Let's move to the next card. Sometimes your immaturity affects them. Your impulsive decisions, your adventurous attitude is not what they constantly relate with them. And they do feel that what's happening now, your energies are so high sometimes that they get confused with how to deal with you. You have a lot of questions, you are very blunt, you're very opinionated, which is not wrong, but sometimes in some situations your partner is not ready for that kind of environment where you ask a blunt question. It's like they feel they are being put into a position of awkwardness and weird silences, and that makes them a little nervous because this is not who they are. And that's why when your youthful energy pops up and you're ready to do a lot of things, they sometimes feel laid back, not because they don't like you, but because they are just trying to keep up with your energy, and that can exhaust them sometimes. So it's not about you wanting to be adventurous or you wanting to do things, but it's because they are consumed with their own thoughts and they are trying to make sure that everything happens the way you want, and in that attempt sometimes they get exhausted. So it's also time to shift a little bit and ask that what can I offer to them, and how can I match or come to the same energy as my partner. Okay, they're also stressed out, they're also handling a lot of things on their own. They are not telling you a lot of secrets, a lot of emotions which they are going through, but they are constantly worried about the family, they are constantly worrying about their workplace, and there's a lot of overthinking which is also happening. But I also see that you are also at the position, some of you, because again, small interruption, this is a general reading. A lot of things may or may not resonate with you. Whatever resonates, please take it. Whatever doesn't resonate, leave it here. I also see some of you are constantly into this cycle of overthinking, overanalyzing, repeating every conversation in mind, thinking of intention behind every single word, every single syllable, trying to decode everything. And that exhausts you so much that when it comes time to be involved in a relationship, it's almost like you go missing. You are not present into that space. Not because you don't love your partner, not because you don't like them. It's just that the whole overthinking exhausted you and made you feel sad. So now, because your mind worked overtime, your emotions are already aligned and they have already assumed that oh, we have been betrayed, oh, we are not being enough appreciated, we are so much of a burden to our partner. And it's all assumption. There are no evidences, there is nothing which your partner prominently has said. And if they have said, instead of being in this position of constantly being isolated and analyzing situation, you can actually go ahead and express. Your partner will definitely care for you, they will give you that ear, they will listen to you, and they will hold a space for you. But for that to happen, there should be a trust and confidence that your partner is going to listen to you. And trust me, if your partner is not listening to you, you have to make them understand. You have to take up a little bit of charge. Instead of going within and constantly questioning your own worth in the relationship, it's sometimes better to confront and get the clarity. Because when you try to dictate whole story, and when you're trying to say that I know this is what is happening, instead of trying to talk to your partner and say that, hey, do you think this is happening? Maybe the answer is like, hey, I never noticed it. Oh, am I doing this? Okay, maybe I'll try to change that. Maybe I'll try to reflect upon this energy. So instead of thinking that I'm in charge of everything good in this relationship, everything bad in this relationship, I should analyze everything. I should make happy. I should make sure my partner is happy. I should make sure that my partner is feeling comfortable. Maybe sometimes ask your partner what exactly they want from you, and that honest communication helps a lot. I think when we are into dating phase, when you are into courtship or courting phase, it's almost like we ask a lot of questions. What you would like to do, what's your favorite color, and so on and so forth. There are too many questions which we ask in initial stage of the relationship, because you want to know the person. But we forget one simple thing, that because of life experiences, the world which is moving forward, and the workplace effect, the friends, and everything, every single day we are all experiencing new journey, and that experiences sometimes change us a little by little as a person. And in that, when we are changing little by little, we forget to ask this question even to ourselves sometimes, that hey, now what do I need? Maybe because few years back I was keen on traveling, I was very excited. Eventually, with the life experiences, I changed my mindset. I realized something about myself. I'm more grown now. So I ask myself, now what? Now who I am? Because we do keep changing. So in relationship, after a point, we forget to ask this question to our partners, that hey, what do you need from this relationship now? What do you think we can do differently? And I'm not saying I can do differently, we can do differently, because effort comes from both the sides. So checking on and asking is much better. Confrontations are much better than assuming that hey, this person is not interested in me anymore, or hey, this person is just so laid back, let it be, I don't want to talk about this. Sometimes talking out helps you, rather than keeping yourself in this situation where you're constantly struggling with your own thoughts, like is it good, is it bad? Don't suffer in silence. Let's see what romance of angels are telling us about relationship, and what message they are bringing. Okay. So we have 3 cards over here. The first, which says finances and career. So even though it's a love card, it's still talking about the finances and career. So some of you might be going through financial issues, or financial issues are becoming the dominant factor of your love life. Now you have to decide that, can you talk about this again? How are the finances affecting? How do I play a role in this whole situation? Then comes playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So as I said, we initially asked so many questions. What do you like to do? Which movie is your favorite? Let's watch your favorite movie. Let's watch my favorite movie. And we go with so much of enthusiasm and playfulness. And eventually it's like, yeah, I know he loves sports, or I know she loves makeup, and that's it. And we stop getting involved in each other's hobbies. It's not like you have to adapt and start taking those as your hobbies, but at least once in a while, once in 6 months, you can always ask this question, that hey, how that hobby is going on for you, how things are going on for you, right? Children, your love life is being affected by children. Okay, now this gives us a little bit clarity on something very specific, that maybe having children, not having children, or having children and then having the burden of financially catering to those children can be little bit taking you away from your love life. Okay, but children are proof of your love, right? They are proof that you loved each other at one point of your time, right? So instead of revolving your life around them, sometimes it's okay to take a break. Sometimes it's okay to let other relationships in your life to handle the children part, and reignite that love within yourself. So it's not always like oh, they want this, our children want this, and constantly catering to their needs. Sometimes your partner is also waiting for you to look beyond children, to look beyond finances, that hey, we will always take care of everything. Everything will fall into its place. We as a unit, we as a husband and wife, we as a girlfriend and boyfriend, we as a partners should not lose our spark, and we should communicate our stress, our issues, our questions with each other. Because when you ask questions, you get clarity. You don't ask questions, you don't get clarity. So ask as many as questions as you can into this relationship. So that's what the love messages or love guidance was in for you in today. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Toodaloos.